guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mafiwa and Happy New Year. Okay, so to kickstart 2021, I thought, let's just do the right thing and start with a reflection, because I think it's always good for us to reflect on where we have been and talk about where we want to go. So I think for me personally, I've never been someone, I have been a person who would have like New Year's resolutions and whatnot, but I stopped quite a while ago. Like I think 2018 was my last New Year's resolution. 2019, 2020, I didn't have like major New Year's resolutions or things I was actively working towards. I just had things that I was gonna do that year, and it wasn't like a resolution in the sense that it was a pressing matter that I get this thing done, like so I think that's why I describe myself as someone who hasn't been, I haven't had New Year's resolutions of late, but I would say indirectly I did have resolutions. Like last year, for example, it was to complete my honors. Well, actually to get into an honors program and then complete it, because it was 1 year. So I would say that goal was met, and I have completed my honors, like I said in my other vlog, so I guess that's a New Year's resolution that was achieved, or a goal that was met. And I wanted to have a job by the end of 2020 or the beginning of 2021, which I do. So I'm grateful, because despite the, challenges or, obstacles that were faced in 2020, for me personally, it was the pandemic. And outside of the pandemic, it was my personal, like my health outside of COVID generally. If you guys have been following my story, I do struggle with migraines or headaches or whatever. My head is just a problem sometimes, it's just inkinga, like it's a problem, so but outside of the health issues that I've been experiencing, I've been good. I think for me, the only thing I think COVID did was it affected my social life, because I am a social butterfly. I'm very outgoing and extroverted. I do have my introverted side. Like you guys already know, you've heard me while about the introverted voice in my head that keeps talking to me. But I'm not predominantly introverted. I am mostly extroverted. But for me, COVID affected that part of me, the extroverted side, because I couldn't interact with humans. It really, I think a lot of people, even introverts, I think were affected. And I think that's why for a lot of people, the first chance we got to be outside, we were reckless. So, which is not good. For me personally, I am not proud of that. I was just hungry for my social battery to be filled. But I do realize that it was also irresponsible to interact with humans. Like, it seems harmless. I'm just going to a restaurant. I'm just going out one night. No, I'm just gonna go hiking, even though there's 200 people hiking right now. They probably don't have corona. Like just the innocent things we wanted to do out of just refilling our social batteries, and then we want to come home to elderly people or even young people, just even if we're all healthy people, we don't know if we're coming home healthy fully, because maybe you interacted with asymptomatic people. So I think also on our end, especially as young people, we really need to be more vigilant. It's not just the elderly people who are who could die from it. Anyone can, yes, some people have stronger immune systems than others, but Yo. So but anyway, my point though that I was trying to make is that that's why a lot of us wanted to go out and interact with our friends, our families, or whatnot. We wanted to share spaces with people because we were locked in for months. Isolation, I'm Nandi, and it really does affect your mental well-being, because our outgoing activities are also a way to help us get our mind off things, and not being able to do that was so difficult for everyone. So I think on my end, COVID affected me in that sense. What am I trying to say? Mainly or mostly? Mostly because I am a people's person. So my social battery was very low, and it had a very harsh impact on my mental well-being because I was in my thoughts way too much. I think for me that was just the main issue. But we are here in 2021, and there is no New Year's resolution on my end. My attitude towards 2021 is just very meh. And that's also because I just feel like generally as a person, I'm not an optimist, but I'm also not a pessimist. I think I'm just a realist. I'm just someone who's like, life is gonna happen. Whether you want good things or bad things to come, it will happen the way it wants to happen. You know, obviously I do believe that you will attract what you say and your thoughts. I do believe in those things. I don't believe in like the universe. I'm not a chakra han. I don't believe in the universe. I don't manifest. When I say I'm not an optimist or a pessimist, I'm a realist. It's that I'm realistic in the sense that even the good things that I speak into my life, I speak them I speak things that I know are attainable, and because I know that I will have faith, you know. And I do speak things that are beyond reach, that are also beyond my wildest dreams, but I'm talking about the everyday things. I will obviously pray, and everything I work towards is for the bigger picture. It's for the things when I get there, I'll be like, yo, I actually never thought I'd get. I mean, I prayed and but whoa, guys, this is me today. Wow, you know, I do pray for those things, the unimaginable things, but I'm just talking about my everyday. I get we're talking about every year, what you're hoping for in that year. Everything you're hoping for in that year is working towards the bigger picture. And for that year or that month or that week, I am very realistic in my approach to life. I know what the bigger picture is. I know what the ultimate goal in life is. I'm also just too much of a realist in the sense that my approach to the everyday little goals are very realistic, in the sense that I expect the best, but I also prepare for the worst. I don't sit and dwell on what could happen that's bad, but I also don't ignore the possibility of a negative outcome to something I'm working towards. You understand? Like, and I don't take the negative outcome as my fault. Go to the same way I say it's through God that something good came about, I will also say that it's still through God that something that's not good happened. Something that's negative in my eyes happened, because that thing is supposed to shape me and train me and teach me. You guys get what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like, it's like if I work towards a degree and I fail one module, I see failing that module as bad, especially if I know I worked hard. I'm not talking to people who just sit and expect things to happen out of nowhere. I'm talking about when you work towards something and it doesn't come about, you think it's Satan. Sometimes it's Satan, it's mara remofa credit inch nagoziring as a satani nagoziring gimudimu, just trying to teach you something through that fail. You've passed everything, but why did you fail that particular one? What is repeating that one module supposed to teach you? What is being excluded supposed to do for you? What story? Your story is not like mine. We did the same module, you failed, you repeated, I fail, I get excluded. In getting excluded, I'm being redirected. There's something there for me, and it will take me exactly where I need to be, to the bigger picture that I've been working towards at that other institution. You understand what I'm saying? So I think I'm just that type of person. I don't see things as, like, this bad thing happened because bang lawyer. But I'm just saying that I don't see every negative thing that happens as a result of Satan's work. Some things I'm able to discern, to see whether this is God trying to make me wiser, trying to shape me, trying to teach me, and I'm not gonna block him. You understand? So yeah, but I think my reflection, honestly, 2020, more than anything, it taught me, you know, like, planning is just the most pointless thing. I think it's a lesson I've been learning for years, but 2020 made it very clear. It's okay, it's good. It's good to plan, guys. I'm not saying just live life laissez-faire, waiting. No, it's good. I also do plan. I'm not saying like I don't plan anything. I just wake up every day like, oh, what does today have in store for me? No, obviously we do plan. Okay, next year I'm gonna do my master's 2022. So by this time I should start applying. I'm not talking about that. I just mean when you plan and expect a certain outcome so intensely, sometimes and you literally put everything on hold for that one thing to happen. It's pointless because you miss out. It's not saying don't work, don't live lavish. It's just saying also enjoy life. Like, enjoy life. It's pointless. Enjoy life. Live life. Okay? Don't just stress yourself so much for the money. The people, we are here. Enjoy life with us. Your money, it will be there. Even when you're dead, we will eat it. Okay, but my point is, guys, so I think 2020 taught me that more than anything. Planning is pointless. It's good, but at some point it gets useless to plan and live your life for one thing only. You know, there's so much more to life. It taught me the value of family. It taught me valuing your health as well, and it's how important it is to take care of yourself, and ultimately to just trust God's plan and purpose for our lives. So 2021, I do not have a solid resolution or goal that I would like to achieve by the end of this year. Yeah, I think this is the one year that for me personally, I will not even boldly say it's my year. Not because 2020 shook me, but genuinely because I have no plans for this year. I want to just live, because all my life I've been such a hard planner. I've been stressing myself day and night to make sure my plans come to fruition, materialized, you know. And I think this is the one year where my mind will finally rest from all the stress I've been putting myself through. I've achieved everything I've stressed about in life. For me personally, all my goals, I've achieved them for now, you know. And I know that, you know, I think also for me, I don't do things that my mind is not in a space to do. I know you are the master of your mind and you have to train your mind to succumb to your orders. But for me, my mind is also a signal for me. Yes, I will tell my mind what not to tell me, what not, but I will also listen to my mental space, my intuition, my spirit and my soul, what they need. And right now, 2021, my soul does not need anything stressful. And for me, stress factors that I've identified are in academics, because academics are stressful. It's nice to say, oh, I'm doing my master's straight after my honors, then I'm going into my PhD, but I could literally die in the process from stress, if we're being honest. Like, my mind is not in that place. My mind doesn't want, and it's just the general, it's crying for peace, it's crying for rest. My mental, my soul, my spirit are crying to rest and to finally breathe and enjoy what God has created, the people around me, to enjoy the things that are happening around us, you know. I think for me, my goal for 2021, in all honesty, is to breathe and to just live. And maybe for some people that sounds like such a waste of a year, but for me, I know that it's exactly what I need. Looking at where I come from, how hard I've worked, the stress I've been through, the illnesses I've, you know, experienced, just trying to get to where I am today, the space I'm in, to get to say, oh, I have this, I've achieved that, I've done that, it really took a lot. I paid with my time, my social time. I've paid for these things with my mental health. I've paid for these things. Like I ignored the depression I was going through. I ignored anxiety. I ignored my mental well-being. I even sacrificed my spiritual growth at some point. I sacrificed like just my well-being in general, to be at this point. And I'm still very young. I'm not saying I have all the time in the world to just whatever, but this is the 1 year like where I'm not saying I'm not going to do anything at all. Obviously I will work. I have a job and I will keep apply. I apply for work actively. I am looking for work. I'm just trying to do what I'm able to do that is good for my well-being, and I'm just trying to live and have fun, because maybe from next year I'll be getting maybe like doing more serious adulting things, and I wouldn't have had a good gap between being like into early adulthood and getting into middle and whatever adulthood, and not being able to transition healthily. And I don't want to one day take that into my kids, take that into my marriage or my future self. I want to transition in a healthy manner, and that's why I'm not like fussy about what will happen for me this year. If you hear me say I'm living in another country somewhere in September, then I went there. I decided whenever, like, I'm just, obviously life happens. I'm not saying the whole year I'm just going to chill. Things could happen that force me to be in a position where I'm stressed again or whatever. But I'm saying my goal personally, I don't know what life has in store for me. I don't know what God has in store for me. I don't know what the year has in store for me, but my goal and my approach to the year is this is my year to breathe. So that's my year, that's my reflection, that's my goal. And I really do also wish you guys, everyone who has things that they would like to achieve by the end of 2021, or starting a business, school, work, a family, a relationship, personal development, personal issues, whatever it is, personal goals that you have. I really do wish that you release the previous year and all its woes, and just release the energy from 2020 and just go into this year in a better space. I really do hope. I know for some people the year didn't start off that great, or the previous year didn't end off that well, but I just pray that this month you just take this time to properly release 2020 from your soul, from your spirit, from your mind, and just tune into the fresh start. Because even if 2020 was a horrible year, 2021 is still a new year. It's still a fresh start. Yes, we took the matata a 2020 a re setse morao, mara our attitude towards the new year will also play a huge role in how we experience this year. Because maybe corona will always be here, and are we gonna drag it into every year? Really sour, really, and I know we've lost loved ones, horrible things have happened, but take your time. We need to take our time to mourn, to grieve, to experience, to cry, to whatever, and release. And even if when you are only ready to say Happy New Year in May, then in May, Happy New Year. But I think it's important that we still go into the new year with a slight, even if it's a little bit of a positive attitude towards the new year, to say we're releasing the past year and everything it has taken from us or given to us that we did not want, and we appreciate what it has blessed us with, which is life. For those of us that are still here, it didn't take our lives, and in this year we have a new chance to change our outlook on life, our perspective on everything that's happening, and our approach. So I really wish you guys a very happy new year and a released spirit, a released mind, a released soul. I wish you guys a year of abundance and release and happiness and just fruitfulness, a year of peace, a year of reconnecting with yourself, your loved ones, a year of just God bringing that energy back into your life. I wish you a year of energy, a year of revitalization. Like whatever was dead inside you may it come to life in this new year. New ideas, new businesses, new hope, new life, new everything, new love, new angazi really new mara. You know, I wish you just a very good year, and I really hope that you know, you guys are good genuinely, and that you're recovering well from the past year. And I personally love you guys with all of my heart. I pray for my subscribers. Believe it or not, I don't know you guys name by name, but God knows you, all 6 point something of you, even the people who watch my videos that are not subscribed. Anyone who comes across this channel, you are recognized by me. Every view I make sure me and God have a conversation about you as a whole. And I know that coming across this channel, you come here to be entertained, or you come here to be educated or inspired, or just to watch me do whatever I'm doing, I guess. But I hope that there's some kind of impact that my videos have in your lives, even if it's just to give you a good laugh, even if it's to somehow give you insight into certain things. I really just pray that you guys are healthy mentally. Please take care of your mental well-being, because it's so vital to the core of who you are and to where you are going. Anyway, I've been blabbing for the past I don't know how long, so I think I should just leave this one here. That's my reflection of 2020 and my hopes for 2021. Love and light to you all.